Okie dokie, artichoke. It's time to create your podcast trailer, but first a few slides, and then we'll jump right into it. This is going to seem fast, right? I get that. It's week 1. You're like, holy shit. Pump the brakes. I just started. It's Monday. Some of you might be trying to blow through this. I think actually first day is Sunday, technically. So some of you might be trying to blow through this in an hour. That's not going to work for this course. This is a serious course. It's an accelerator. Speed is in the title. So we're moving fast. Don't be scared, though. I gotcha. A trailer is a special sort of episode. If a person is not subscribed to or following your podcast, that nomenclature has changed a bit. It used to be subscribe, but now it's follow. Subscribe now suggests that they're paying for something, where following simply means they've hit the button that used to say subscribe. But anyway, if a person is not following you, this is the first thing they're going to be given the option to play in most, if not all, of podcatchers. And podcatcher is just a $2 word for an app that lets you find and play podcasts. You might use Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Podchaser. Well, that's not an app. That's a website. Overcast, whatever you use. There's a ton of them, probably 50 of them. A trailer should be brief, compelling, to the point, and updated somewhat regularly. And here's the anatomy of what would be your first podcast trailer. And this is going to be boring, right? But it's your first one, so stick with me. Part 1, the name of your podcast, what it's about, what it aims to do. Like this. Hi, welcome to the XYZ Podcast, a podcast all about ABC that hopes to provide you with LMNOP. Part 2, who you are and why you're qualified to create this podcast. And I should be putting qualified in quotes because it could just be, you're not necessarily qualified to start a comic podcast, like a comic book podcast. You could just be passionate about it. But what makes you the person to make this podcast? So you might say something like, I'm Victoria Smith. I've been passionate about the XYZ industry for many years, and I've been steeped in its culture for my entire life. Part 3, how often the podcast will release, how long it will run, and what day new episodes can be expected on. So that might go, the first episode of the XYZ podcast will release on whatever your planned launch date is. And from there, you can expect new 3-minute, I think I meant 30-minute there, but hey, it could be a 3-minute podcast, 3-minute episodes every other Monday morning. And then part 4, appreciation and a call to action to follow the podcast before it launches its first episode. Thanks for listening to this trailer for the XYZ podcast. Be sure to hit the follow button in whatever app it is you're using to listen so that you don't miss our first episode. Thanks again, and I'll see you soon. Now, that was boring, right? You can improve it later, but you can also spice it up a little bit. Your first podcast trailer isn't going to have a super cut of all your greatest moments from your 20 most popular episodes because you don't have 20 episodes. You've got nothing. You've got a bucket of dreams and it's empty, right? Dreams don't weigh anything. You got an empty bucket. And you've got nothing to pull those clips from. So the first trailer is going to be kind of lame. Like what I just read was really boring and lame. And I want you to jazz it up with your personality, make it your own, have fun with it. But remember to hit on those points, those 4 points, those 4 parts. And keep it between 3 to 5 minutes. This is not an episode. This is something someone's going to listen to see if they might actually want to listen to the rest of what you do. And so your audio quality is going to matter. Your put-togetherness is going to matter. Your voice is going to matter. Like it's basically a business card for the podcast. So you want to make it compelling. As your show grows and you begin amassing a back catalog of material, you want to revisit the trailer and recreate it. And you can do this often. You can do it once every 6 months maybe, because as you go along, you're going to be able to create a better, more compelling and fun trailer than you had previously. So you could just go in and record something new, go to your podcast hosting provider, pull up your trailer, and just swap the audio out whenever you want to update it. It's very, very easy. We're going to keep this really, really simple, okay? When you've got your gear set up and all your software installed, I want you to sit down and record this trailer. Now, either that means you're recording by yourself in Audacity because there's just one of you, or it means you're using something like Riverside or Squadcast or whatever, all of which have free trials, by the way. And you know what? I might be able to get, in fact, I think I can get you a 30-day free trial for Boomcaster. I will try to do that. That will be an affiliate code, but I don't think I'll get a kickback for it. But I'll try to do that. If I can do that, I'll put a link below this video, and you can use Boomcaster, because I'm pretty sure I can get you a 30-day free trial for my students. Should have sorted that out earlier, but didn't. That's all right. I move on my feet. Everybody moves on their feet. Who doesn't move on their feet? All right, I want you to sit down and record this trailer. If it's on Boomcaster, if it's directly into Audacity, whatever it is, I want you to sit down and I want you to record this trailer. But I also want you to script this trailer. And some of you are going to be like, awesome, scripts, oh my God, lifesaver. Others of you are going to be like, I fucking hate scripts. There's no way I'm going to do a script. I don't need to be scripted. I'm amazing. Scripts ruin me. Scripts are the worst. Like, some of you are going to be like that. I get it. But here's the thing. Please don't wing it, okay? You're not a professional badass podcaster yet. You will be. But right now, you're brand new. Don't be arrogant enough to think that you can ad-lib better than you can prepare, okay? You've never done this before. Be thoughtful. Then hit record on Audacity or hit record in Riverside or Boomcaster, as I will try to figure out for you, and record this trailer by yourself with your co-host. And now you're going to have to edit your trailer audio. And for that, we're going to stop using this yellow presentation, and we're going to do a video tutorial of Audacity, and we are going to both record a trailer that I've already done and is just stupid, and I wish I had prepared better for that trailer. That's what happens when you ad-lib. I made a terrible fake trailer, and that's what you're going to sit through next. And we're going to edit it, and then we're going to talk about how to upload it and get it to our podcast hosting provider, which in our case should be sounder.fm, and get it going. Oh man, that's exciting. So that'll be up next. Editing your podcast trailers next. Roll up your sleeves and progress to the final video of this week's content. I actually think it's the second to final. I keep doing that because we're going to record and edit some audio. So that's up next. Thanks for watching. Until then, take care.